hi there. Nice to see you again. We're going to talk about surcharges. They're overprints. We're going to refer to this book. I'm going to be using this quite a bit in future episodes. This is Philately by Ken Wood. It's fantastic. All right, let's get to it. Oh, by the way, I bought a set of Bluetooth earbuds earlier today. They're fantastic. I really love them. I like listening to, the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Rick Astley with them. They're really great, aren't they? Terrific. They're just wonderful. Bluetooth. You can go unplugged with these. They're nice. I got them inexpensively too. They're, I think, $10, something like that. All right, a surcharge is an impression applied to an existing stamp in order to change its denomination or face value. It is often incorrectly called an overprint. Remember that. Surcharges are incorrectly called overprints, which is the term used to describe an inscription that changes the purpose of a stamp or that has a commemorative message. That's what an overprint is. It changes the purpose of a stamp or it has a commemorative message. There. Look into the camera, David. There. Okay. All right. An exception would be the case of a stamp surcharged with an additional amount that thus converts a stamp to a semi-postal. An example from the Belgian Congo, for example, is an example of that. A stamp surcharged with an additional amount. And the stamps of China, which I have some early Chinese issues. You can see the overprints on the stamps. But these are not overprints, they're surcharges. They change the denomination of the stamps. So let's not call them overprints. I have a bad habit of doing that occasionally. But these are from Inner Mongolia. Let's set our focus. Where'd our focus go? Hold on a sec. There we go. Now we can do maybe a little macro. That's better. And you can see just how they're applied. And they change the denominations of the stamps. I have some additional examples of surcharges from China that they're quite lovely. Here's one, I believe it's from 1918, where it changes it from 10 to 8. Other examples. Let's see, do I have others? Yeah, quite a few actually in here. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, here's a nice page of surcharges where you can see the denominations are changing with the surcharges from, for example, that the 50, the 70 to 50. You can see the 20 to 50. Those are surcharges. They change the denomination. All right. Stamps can be surcharged to convert them to another denomination to fill a need caused by a temporary shortage or because of a currency change. In recent years, according to Kenneth Wood, in recent years, the trend to decimal currency in various British areas has caused a number of sets to be surcharged pending preparation of stamps in the new currency. Some of the most dramatic surcharges occur on the stamps of Germany during the inflation period of the 1920s and on the Chinese stamps immediately following the end of World War II. I have some of those. Chinese inflation surcharges are equally as frightening as those of the earlier period in Germany. Surcharges of $5 million on a $20 stamp indicate something terribly wrong with the country's economy. Duh. Wartime conditions and inflation are probably the most important factors in creating surcharges. With, of course, philatelic sales also rating pretty high as a probable cause, at least in the early days of the hobby. So, philatelic publications in the 19th century tended to get very uptight and editorialized strongly against a stream of apparently unnecessary surcharges emanating mainly from French and British colonial areas. Isn't that right, Elvis? Though some undoubtedly resulted from poor communications, it seems clear that even in those days, philatelic considerations played a big part in the creation of surcharged stamps. Okay, so there you have it. Surcharges an impression applied to an existing stamp in order to change its denomination or face value. It changes the denomination or face value of the stamp. The cost of the stamp, it changes. That changes. Again, it's often incorrectly called an overprint, which is the term used to describe an inscription that changes the purpose of a stamp or that has a commemorative message. For example, it recognizes an important date in history with the overprint. Okay, so stamps are surcharged to convert them to another denomination to fill a need caused by a temporary shortage or because of a currency change. So that's what surcharges are. Again, now let's take a look at some of the surcharges from China. These were issued after the war. These are the post-war surcharges that Ken Wood is talking about. You can see the 70 moving to 10, a 7,000 a surcharge moving to 10, a 20,000 to 10, the 6 to 20, 30 to 20, and so on. So these are post-World War II surcharges that had to deal with the inflationary problems in China at that time. And they were our allies during that period also. So, a little more on surcharges for you. As a matter of fact, you can find double surcharges, which can be quite valuable. Where they're struck twice. You can find inverted surcharges and a host of others, and we'll talk about those another time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Visit my web pages at davidsachs.com. Please join the American Philatelic Society at stamps.org, and also subscribe to Lynn's Stamp News. It's a great publication if you're a stamp collector. It's absolutely great. So is the American Philatelist, which I love. A day does not go by in my life that I don't read both of those publications. I've been a member of the APS now for about close to 3 decades now. So let me encourage you, if you're a stamp collector, it's one of the best things you can do. And subscribe to Lynn's Stamp News. Anyway, until next time, hope you have a great day ahead. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.